What up, family?
Hey, y'all.
You are now listening to another episode of the Lyric Lab Podcast with Kay.
And D.
And today, we're going to discuss the song by Haddaway, What is Love? Now, I know you probably recognize this song.
Y'all know this song.
This is a 90s classic. Came out in 1993. It was a very big hit in Europe. And then it became popular in the US because it's been featured in many shows like Family Guy, The Simpsons, and other different movies. So,
I didn't know that.
We're going to talk a little bit about what is love from our perspective.
Okay.
So tell me, D, what do you think about love and what is love to you?
What is love? Ooh. Well, first of all, that song made me want to do some Vogue dancing. That's what it makes me think of, like Vogue. Okay. Let me get back on track here. What is love? To me, love is an action. I know a lot of people say that love is a feeling for them, but for me, it's an action. It's, the way that you show love, the things that you do, the consistency, the thoughtfulness, the caring. Yeah, so it's like an action for me. What about for you?
Well, I'm going to answer this question from the standpoint of when I was a kid and this first came out. Love to me was the embodiment of what it meant to be a kid in the 90s. I was fortunate to have both of my parents together, and we just got showered with love. Like, our mom would get us ready for school. Dad would, give us a good pep talk if we had some troubles in school or if we had some issues in the neighborhood, and mom would have some good food cooking in the kitchen. We'd come home from school, take a nap, eat a snack, and go to my next door's neighbor's house, play video games. So I would say not love from a romantic standpoint, but just the overall, what is love? And I think love is something that just shines through when you're feeling down. Love shines through when you're feeling even at your highest. It's just something that is giving you nothing but positive energy. And that's what I get when I hear this song, What is Love? I think of positive thoughts with this song.
Yeah, me too. But then he comes back in with the, baby, don't hurt me. So there's some hurt going on there or something, some pain.
Yeah, I think he might be a little bit confused as to what love is.
So, okay, so what do you think of, like, what do you think the song is about? What's your interpretation before we get into, like, the real deal?
I think we're faced with a man that's conflicted. Maybe he thinks that the person or whoever he wrote the song about, or maybe people that he's known that experienced love from a standpoint where they were frustrated. Maybe they thought it was something that was positive, but it really turned out to be one-sided. Turned out to be something that
like he's disappointed about something. He's like, he's being hurt somehow. He's like, don't hurt me no more. Yeah. And then he's like, what is love? It's almost like it's kind of rhetorical or something. Like he's asking himself, what is love? Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. And I think it's a good segue into us playing a little bit of the track.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Let's play that thing.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love? Yeah.
Yeah, I think what
Yeah, I think like what you were saying is that it sounds one-sided. Yeah.
yeah, it sounds like a one-sided
Yeah.
thing, and he's putting out, and the other person is not putting in.
Yeah, we're not doing that in 2023.
So,
No one-sided relationships.
knowing a little bit about his history, it said that he did grow up in multiple places. His parents separated when he was young. So
And he has an accent.
and I believe he's from Trinidad and Tobago. He was born there in the 60s. So I'm sure if he's grown up in that situation, in that time period, and, you know, said that he lived in different places because his parents were separated. So maybe he was on a quest to find what real love is, because maybe he just never really had an example, a good solid example. Could be potentially too.
Yeah.
And maybe that affected his relationships in the future.
Maybe
And choosing the wrong person.
That's a good way of looking at it, because, you know, upbringing and, you know, your childhood has so much to do with everything. So, yeah, that's true. So what's the actual interpretation of the song?
Okay, so the formal interpretation is: the lyrics of What is Love express the confusion and uncertainty that can come with falling in love. The singer asks repeatedly, what is love, and expresses a desire to understand what it means and how it works. They also express the fear of being hurt by the person they love, and the frustration that comes with feeling like their love is not reciprocated. The repeated refrain of "don't hurt me no more" highlights the vulnerability that comes with opening up to someone and giving them your heart. Despite this vulnerability, the singer is still willing to take a chance on love and is hoping for a sign or some indication that their love will be returned. The song ends with a plea to the object of their affection to not hurt them, and a questioning of what love really is. Overall, the lyrics of What is Love explores the complexity of human emotions and the difficulty in understanding and navigating the unpredictable terrain of love and relationships.
Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of people can relate with that. Like, you know, I think a lot of people are, you know, on a journey to find that true love, but then also it be, you know, reciprocated.
And I can say, just being a Virgo, I can completely understand how hard it is to open up your heart to someone and trust. Because, you know, we look at people from one of those sliding doors that you're like, hold up, who are you? So,
and we watching, you know, because I'm a Virgo too.
That's right.
So
you see
we're
that?
Watching. Yeah, we're watching.
But he seems like he already invested that time, and now he's sitting there like, wow, what is love now? Because I let myself open and now I'm being hurt.
Yeah. Well, thank y'all for listening. We hope y'all enjoyed that interpretation of What is Love, Baby Don't Hurt Me, the song tonight. So y'all let us know in the comments what y'all thought.
Yes, and please feel free, if you have any insight, you have anything that stuck out to you while you were listening to today's episode, leave it in the comments so we can have a full discussion on it.
All right, we'll check y'all later.
All right, until next time, you have been listening to the Lyric Lab Podcast with K
and D.
Peace, y'all.
Good night, y'all.